Yo, what up, everybody? My name is Switch, and I have some LoFi for you. I have some Star Wars Powerwash Sim. We are gonna have a chill and Star Warsy night tonight. I couldn't stream on Wednesday because it was like crazy stupid, ridiculously hot, and so I kind of missed the stream on Wednesday. I kind of wish I could have streamed because I wanted to, but yeah, it wasn't safe for my computer equipment and stuff. So thankfully it is way less hot outside today, and so we're back tonight with some more Star Wars Powerwash Sim 2 and some LoFi for your ear holes. You know what? I didn't even check. I don't even know who's like hanging right now. That's all right. We're just gonna get it going, and people will come through and hang out whenever they come through and hang out. Oh, before I forget. Oh, that's not the right image at all. Hold up 1 second. Please stand by. I have to load the correct promotional image. This is what's happening tomorrow. This is my LoFi event. We're bringing it back, baby. Me and Kiraga Records, the folks that you're hearing on the stream right now, the music that you're hearing is from my friends at Kiraga Records, and we're going to our my friend's coffee shop out in Beaverton. If you're in the Portland area, Beaverton is on the west side, and the coffee shop's called Vault 13 Espresso. It is Fallout themed, and I am stoked about it. So hope y'all will come through and hang out, and from 1 to 4 p.m. Vault 13 Espresso out in Beaverton. Okay, let's get on with the video games. Well, so Powerwash Sim 2 is such a phenomenal sequel to the original, but one of my favorite things about the sequel, or the original rather, Miniature Village. I did that one. Oh, bowling alley. Oh, there's a bowling alley. Oh, I haven't done the bowling alley. Nope, we're doing Star Wars tonight. I'll have to do the bowling alley next time. But we're gonna kick it off with the AT-AT because I've been anxious to get this one going. So here we go. Oh, and computer sound. So we get our audio turned on. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Man, so I gotta clean this damn thing, huh? Well, that's gonna get real interesting. All right, well, let's start with the foot, I guess. Do we want to work our way down rather than up? I mean, if this was real life power washing, you always start at the top. So, because the water will like the gravity will feed the water and the dirt all down towards the bottom anyway. So like that's a thing in real life. It doesn't need to be a thing here. We can just make pretend. It's a video game. It's not that serious. Imperial transmission intercepted. Update on status. Blizzard 3. Objective achieved. Rebel shield generator destroyed. Lord Vader has secured the rebel base. No further signs of resistance. For the Empire. Haha. Or whatever. I don't know what they say. They say dumb shit. Stupid Imperials. There was another like kind of power washing-esque game that I played. I played like a demo of a game that's like not fully out yet, but it's power washing, but you're like a little robot, and there's like he's got a little jetpack, which was kind of an interesting mechanic. Power washing from a jetpack was fascinating to me. I feel like, first of all, I feel like IRL jetpacks would have a hard time compensating for the thrust of the power washer. So it'd be kind of like those in those cartoons where they turn on the fire hose and then just instead of like putting out the fire, it makes them fly backward. I feel like it'd be like that's what it would really be like to power wash from a jetpack. Which is funny to think about, but in practice, probably dangerous as hell. Like, that's how people get hurt. Although you could say that about pretty much anything with a jetpack, because jetpacks are dangerous as hell. Wait, no, hold on. How do I... Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, here's the problem. I'm not sure. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm gonna use this. I was thinking like I'm not sure how to get like up underneath, but I think this will do the job. Yeah, this should work. Because I need to get this side of this leg. Yeah, there we go. Says I've got 8% left on the toe flap. What am I missing? Did I miss a spot? Whoa. The way it snaps that swing is weird. Hey, Woody, what's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Get ready for a gig. Nice. You should pull the trigger, dude. I'm telling you right now, the tour box is the best piece of gear I got on my whole desk. I love that thing. Okay, there's a knee joint. What am I missing on the leg? I can't. It says I'm missing something on the leg, and I can't tell what it is. Knee connector rod. Okay. Up underneath there looks all clean. So what the hell am I missing? Am I just making shit up at this point? Like, what the fuck is up with this? Why can't I move lateral? Is this in the way? Is that what's the problem here? There we go. Yeah, Woody Sugar called me finally. Like a couple days after he talked to Clint. So I found out about that shit like a few days later. I don't know. With Clint looking at moving and everything else that's been going on, man. I don't know what's going on with the crew these days, but I'm kind of curious what the plan is because I haven't really heard anything else from anybody yet. Kind of wondering if maybe we just, if we got to divide up the venues or like how they want to handle that shit. Well, I got at least a year before I'm ready to start thinking about coming back. I got my meds going. I finally started on my meds this last week. So, and I got a year in advance. So, for the next 12 months, you know, I should be dropping weight, but I got to figure out, you know, at what point do I start looking at coming back to doing bigger gigs and shit. Yeah, it took honestly, it took way too long, and it took kind of a financial miracle. But, you know, we had the opportunity, we had the means, and we finally managed to pull the trigger. And like, I got a whole career going on, you know, that I gotta sort out once I'm back to full strength. So I don't know, man. Health is health. Bro, you are not kidding. That is so damn true. Why is it? Don't tell me I need to move this thing forward. Do I need to get in the cockpit of this thing and like move it forward? Is that okay? Hang on, we gotta climb to the top of this thing. Well, I mean, honestly, here's the other problem, Woody, and I'm gonna be real uncomfortably honest about this. None of us are getting younger. Health is what it is, you know, drama and issues being what they are. Like, all right, sure, those are all stuff that we can deal with. But as the saying goes, time waits for no man. And you know, I've always been far more interested in doing like this kind of thing. You know, creating on the internet and doing stuff that's a little bit more studio focused rather than like playing out as much. I don't mind playing out. I can do it. You know, I can do it. But this stuff has always interested me more anyway. And the pandemic just kind of pushed me, like shoved me off the ledge and into this. So, you know, maybe this is what I do with myself. It's not all sitting in my office though. I mean, I've got, dude, here's the thing. Do you know I have an agent? I think most of the crew doesn't know that about me. I signed with an agent a couple of years ago. And literally, he's just waiting for me to be able to drop enough weight to get on a fucking airplane. And if I can get on a fucking airplane, I've got shows all over the country that I should be doing. But because I can't get on an airplane yet, we're just kind of waiting. And it's annoying as shit to be in that position. To just literally be like, all right, get the weight off and call me, you know? Like, okay, will do. Fuck, what else am I supposed to say to that, you know? And my agent's hella cool. Like, we're good. Like, I'll reach out and just kind of connect with him and let him know, like, hey, man, like, you know, I'm still down to book some shit, but it's frustrating, man. So, like, I don't know if I'm going to go back to doing bars and clubs, to be honest with you, because, like, focusing on bigger events has always been the cornerstone of my career, even when I was doing Hit Squad stuff more often. I still had the Retro Game Expo and Comic-Con and, like, all that stuff. And now They want me doing retro game expos and stuff like all over the country. I literally just set a meeting with a couple of guys for next Saturday. I'm going to be meeting with, so like this next week, I've got a meeting with a label that does all this lo-fi stuff. I'm meeting with them out of Seattle. And then next Saturday, I'm going to be meeting with a couple of guys that are starting a new retro gaming expo in Michigan. So like, I mean, that's why that's half the reason why we spent the money on the pills, because I just need to get this damn weight off and I can go build something really cool. I'm just kind of, dude, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like, listen, this is supposed to be a chill stream and ain't nobody want to hear me venting. All I'm saying is I'm frustrated, but I'm excited, right? I'm excited that this next year is going to be a huge turning point, I think, in my career. I have confirmed a big Halloween gig this year, like a really big Halloween gig. And so now I'm just, you know, working my way towards all that. I saw that Also Fresh released a track, which is kind of a new direction for him. I wasn't expecting that. I haven't heard it yet, so I don't want to judge it, because I don't know if it's any good. We're in calorie reduction era, which is mind-blowing. Oh yeah. I mean, dude, honestly, it's not just calories though. Here's the thing that nobody wants to talk about. And like I have a pretty strict no politics rule on this channel, so I'm not going to get too deep into it, okay? What I will say is there's a lot of stuff that people are just tired of. Honestly, not even just political stuff, like just stuff in general. There's a lot of stuff in general that people are just tired of. People are tired of paying subscriptions. People are tired of being overweight. People are tired of the Food and Drug Administration just being an absolute joke. Like, under every administration. So that's not even political either. Because every version of the Food and Drug Administration for the last 40 years has been just silliness. Uncle Bob, hello. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood tonight, Uncle Bob. You're getting kind of a weird version of DJ Switch tonight. Hope you don't mind. Oh, are you talking about DJ Woods? Are you talking about the Oh So Fresh track? I don't know. I saw it on Facebook. And then I thought I saw somebody repost it somewhere. I don't know, man. The Got Milk movement. I mean, to be 100% real with you, the Got Milk thing was tame. That was baby stuff compared to what they've really been doing, but that's all right. I'd rather just focus on chilling out tonight. That's why we're here. We've got Star Wars Powerwash Sim, which is the DLC for Powerwash Sim that I have been dying for. And we've got some comfy lo-fi music. I'll be honest, I'm kind of in a good mood tonight. It's part of the reason why I took Wednesday off, because like it was just so hot and miserable all week. I didn't want to stream, but I also just wasn't in the mood. Like I was in a real bad mood Wednesday, specifically because of the heat. I don't do well in heat waves, and it's been a heat wave this last week. So today has been way more chill. I am feeling so much better. And I've got a little lo-fi gig tomorrow here in Portland. I'm gonna be playing some records at Vault 13 Espresso, which is a Fallout themed coffee shop that's run by a friend of mine. I'm so hyped for that, y'all. I am so hyped to be playing some lo-fi music IRL tomorrow. Because I love those lo-fi gigs. They're so chill. Like, literally, I'm just putting on a record and hanging out. And it's kind of the best. Like, I've got a bunch of records. I've got a whole box full. So, like, we're gonna play a bunch of records tomorrow. But, like, it's not like real DJing where I'm mixing every track, you know? And I'm trying to, like, push the energy in the room. And I'm trying to get people to dance and stuff. Lo-fi in real life is, like, in so many ways the exact opposite of what DJs naturally want to do. And that's kind of what's interesting about it to me. Like, when I play lo-fi in real life, I don't want people to dance. I don't want people to get crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I literally just want them to relax and enjoy themselves. And, you know, like, it's a way of sort of managing anxiety on a mass scale. Just put on some lo-fi and chill out and help people just sort of enjoy themselves a little bit, you know? Like, there's so much stuff going on these days that makes it hard for people to enjoy themselves. And so I just want people to relax, you know? Gotta figure out how to get up underneath there. Oh, you know what? I bet I could hook up the window washer thing. That seemed to work pretty good on the other side. Yeah, all right. Let me move this out of the way. Pick up this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, get up under there. Get all up under there. Let's go. Do, 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 do. Sounds like a refreshing gig. Yeah, no, it's gonna be dope, man. I'm pretty stoked about it. Honestly, it's nice to have a friend that has a coffee shop. There's another coffee shop I know about, but they're moving at some point later this year. They were talking about moving out of Portland and into, like, up here to Vancouver. So, like, I don't know if he wants to do any, like, events right now or if he wants to hold off till after the move. But I'm gonna talk to him about it because I like what he's got going on. He's like a card game shop, but he also has a coffee shop attached. So it's like card games and coffee. It's his whole thing. And it's kind of a cool vibe. So you can do, like, it's like tabletop stuff. So, like, D&D or board games or card games or, like, just any number of stuff that's, like, analog, you know, analog gaming instead of digital. But he's got a great little shop. And so I might reach out to him and see if I can get something going at some point, like, closer to him trying to move. Wish I had a place around here like that. What part of the country are you in, Uncle Bob's? I don't remember if we talked about that before. Just, like, you know, keep it general. I don't want to, like, dox you or anything, but like, just generally speaking, I'm curious what part of the country you're in. Southern Indiana. I don't know anybody in Southern Indiana. I was kind of curious to see if I did, but I got people in Chicago. I got people in Michigan. Nothing in Indiana, southern or otherwise, unfortunately. But dude, I would imagine somebody out there has got a game shop or something going on. So I feel like, the Midwest is like ripe for a lot of like little nerd shops that, like little local nerd spots, where like people just be doing it for the love and the passion, knowing that there's not a huge market, you know. But like that's kind of the point. Like one of those shops that opens up to serve like a small part of the community because like they're being underserved, but like, you know, they never quite get super busy. Probably do like a lot of online sales to make the rent and stuff for the building. I don't know. There's a lot of shops I know about that like around here that are kind of like that. Hell, even out like I drive a couple hours out to Seaside, Oregon, just to kind of go like play a gig on the beach or whatever. And there's like a couple shops out there I found. Kentucky border. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Well, and if you're out there like Indiana, Kentucky area, especially if it's rural, like I don't know how close into like a major city you are, but if it's rural, I imagine there's a lot of particular type of folks in the rural Midwest. I mean, hell, out here in Portland, like it is very liberal in Portland proper. Like Portland's famously a pretty liberal city, but if you go like 10 minutes in any direction, that dries up real fast. Gonna run us down and head out to the. Hey, Woody, have a great time at the shack tonight, man. Have a great gig. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. I always appreciate you coming and hanging out, even if it's just for a minute. St. Louis, Nashville, Louisville is about 2.5 hours. Gotcha. Okay. So like you're kind of just in the middle of like not a lot, huh? Like it's all just a long ass drive. I kind of understand like what the distance looks like. Cause where I'm at, I'm about 3 hours south of Seattle, right? I am like I'm in the Portland area, but I'm technically just north of Portland, right? So Seattle's about 3 hours for me, and I've made that drive enough times to know like what 3 hours in the car feels like. It's not a casual trip, right? It's hard to justify driving 2.5 hours for some comic books. For most people. Some people might. I don't know. What am I doing? I gotta get the neck. And I really gotta get the other side here. Oh, thanks. Don't you just hate it when you suddenly get handed ice cream? It's just the worst. Man, my wife is rad as hell. Let's see if we can get up to the top here. Get a little better angle on this, like, neck joint. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Front armor. All right. So there's that part, and then I just need to get the neck part, which doesn't seem to be. That's the variable. Hey, there we go. All right. The, like, spinny washer thing is actually pretty good for, like, distance scrubbing. This is probably not the easiest way to do this. I'm gonna jump off here and see if I can get that window washer thing working. You move. You go over here. You. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Can I just do this? Oh, I can totally just do this. Except it won't let me turn backwards. Man, come on. Whatever. Get this front thing here while I'm up here. Yeah, I don't know where the hell everybody is. Last Friday was pretty slow too. I think people just got summer stuff going on. But you know, I might just go back to streaming on Wednesdays for a while. If there's not, you know, if we don't have the interest for Fridays, then it doesn't make sense to keep doing this on Fridays. We could do another night. Like, maybe we do Monday, Wednesday instead of Wednesday, Friday. I like streaming. Like, it's fun and it's chill, but, like, you know, I could be working on video stuff right now. It's kind of a hard sell, you know? I like your action of XG. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been really enjoying the XG stuff. I've been enjoying like discovering Stray Kids too, which is also another group that I've been learning about on the channel. I've never really, like, as an open format DJ, let me rephrase that. As an American open format DJ, I've never really spent a lot of time, like, learning about K-pop, or the different like iterations of K-pop, right? And then I watched K-pop Demon Hunter last year, like everybody else, and of course it was amazing, and of course the music was amazing. But like, and I like, so there's been a few exceptions, right? Like, I like BTS. I've played some BTS stuff in my sets. Hell, I've got at least one BTS song on my demo, maybe two. I think it's just one. But but I've never been a big Blackpink guy. Like, I don't have anything like against them. I just, haven't really like spent a lot of time getting to know their music or playing their stuff in clubs. I just don't get asked for it, really. So, but then like, that girl Rose did that song with Bruno Mars last year, which like took over the entire friggin' world, and it was everywhere, and for good reason. That song's a certified banger. So like, I'm maybe not a big Blackpink guy, but I like that song, and I think everybody involved in that song like did a fantastic job. So, just try to stay open to new music and new concepts, and try to like understand, what people are listening to these days. Because that's always good information to have as a DJ, even if I'm not playing like K-pop shows necessarily. It's still good information to have. I want to stay educated, and I want to stay open to that education. Like, that's the other thing that a lot of older DJs, they start to kind of shut down, and they get sick of listening to the same shit over and over, and they just don't want to learn any of the new stuff, And like, yeah, I'm an older DJ. I've been doing it a long time, but I don't want to be that guy that's just like, you new kids and your new music and you, back in my day, blah, blah, blah. I'll never be that guy, dude. I couldn't be that guy if I wanted to. I get annoyed when people shove their Spotify list in my face. But that's more of a respect thing. That has nothing to do with what they're listening to. That's more just like, respect the DJ, man. Like, if there's a dude spinning records in the club, like, that is not your cue to go treat him like a jukebox. And they get mad at him when he's not a jukebox. But that's a different rant for another time. I've heard about Lisa. Yeah, it's just kind of unfamiliar territory for me. So like, learning about XG, learning about Stray Kids, like learning about some of these other groups, especially from other markets, and like learning about these huge fan bases they have, like, it's pretty cool, and I'm having a good time with it. And I think my favorite thing about XG specifically is that I really feel like I can be 100% honest in my take. And I, with 100% honesty, I've had very little bad stuff to say about them. Like, they really are killing it, and they really are a lot of fun to watch. And I can say that, with my whole chest. Am I an Asian kick? I mean, it happens. Oh, man. Ugh. Well, it's probably for the better that we don't have a big room tonight. Because I do have a gig in the morning. So, well, morning. I got to leave in the morning. The gig is 1 to 4, but I got to get there early enough to set up. So, you know, I got to do a little last minute prep work tonight and make sure that I've got all my stuff ready to go. So what's up, Poo Snacks? Hey, I didn't see any photos from the Ren Fair. Would you wash me? I'd wash me. I forgot to take any. That's fair. That can happen sometimes. Honestly, I have that problem when I try to take a camera to a gig. I'm taking my GoPro to my LoFi thing tomorrow. I'm gonna try to shoot some footage while I'm there for this next video I'm working on. But I don't know. It's LoFi, so hopefully I'll be able to like shoot some while I'm there. Because the space I'm going to is pretty cool. It's like a Fallout themed coffee shop. So like, it should be cool, but I don't know. Actually, Poo Stacks, I want to get your opinion on something since you're here. Uncle Bob's also here, and I was just talking to Uncle Bob's about like maybe we change up Fridays since nobody's like we don't have a lot of people hanging out here on Fridays right now. Like, I might just go to Wednesday only, or like if y'all really want me to do 2 days, we could look at maybe doing a Monday, Wednesday kind of thing instead of Wednesday, Friday. But I'd love to know what you think. If I change it up and do a different day of the week, like instead of Fridays. Is Monday, Wednesday feasible? Oh yeah, totally. That's one of the options I was kind of thinking about. Sorry. Got a little ice water down the wrong pipe. Let's see. Can we maybe, I don't know. Maybe get up this side. I think that would work better. I know for me personally, I tend to game with friends more often on Fridays or do stuff and dinner with my wife and a little later. So Fridays tend to be a little later for me. Okay, yeah, that's fair. And honestly, man, like, so here's the other reason why I'm thinking about moving away from Fridays. I was just having a conversation today with another DJ buddy of mine, and we're talking about maybe trying to find like a local arcade or a local pinball spot to set up a residency. And if that happens, it is high likelihood that I will need to make myself available for that on Fridays. So, you know, just kind of trying to make sure I navigate my my availability according to the needs of the events, plural, right? Like if we treat Twitch like an event, which honestly I should be. Like tonight, wife was taking a long time to eat, so I told her I needed to get on a stream of Switch. I threw her food on the floor and dragged her to the car by her ankle. I got some weird looks, but I made it to stream at least. Don't do that, man. Bro, don't prioritize me over your wife. That's awful. Now I have to apologize to your wife. I feel like I owe her an apology. That's yeah, it's kind of rough, bro. Not gonna lie. You said by her ankle? Ankle singular? Damn. We were done earlier because I live with nothing but old people, so I usually eat by 5:30 the latest. See, now you're calling your wife old, which means I still got to apologize to her. Would you knock that shit off, man? I'm very sorry, Mrs. Poosnacks. I did not intend to have this level of influence on your husband. Looks like the rebel scum need to step up their maintenance and keep these vehicles clean. Well, you're half right, 8-Ball. Not rebels though. This is very much a horse by committee type of effort, which frankly just describes the Empire way too well. Horse by committee. Yo, man, what if we made it like a big horse, but it's like iron plated and shoots lasers from its face, bro? Can it run? No. It just walks around. Bro, that sounds epic, bro. Bro, I know, right? Have I plugged tomorrow's event? Yes, I have. Are you coming to tomorrow's event, Mr. 8-Ball? I would love to see you there. I know it's a bit of a drive, though. So, like, I promise we can still be friends if you don't come. But I would love it if you came. You are? Oh, great. Because you put interested on the Facebook thing. And but between you and me, I kind of hate when people do that. It's like 10 minutes from you? Oh. Well then, yeah, that would affect our friendship. Bro, if I found out you were 10 minutes away and you were like, nah, I'm not going, I'd be legit mad. I have a company event at 4. I wasn't sure how or when I would overlap. Oh yeah, well, we're there from 1 to 4, and like, you know, I'm not ever expecting anybody to show up at all, let alone stay there for the whole thing. Like, this is me just, dude, we're just chilling and playing some LoFi at a coffee shop. It is not that serious. Isn't this your first gig back? Poostax, yes, sort of. I haven't had a LoFi event since June of last year. I had to put the LoFi stuff down for a little bit, like the live LoFi stuff down for a little bit, because I was dealing with health stuff. And so I'm excited to bring it back. And we've already got a location set up for August, and I am working on our location for September. So this is at least for the next couple of months, this is happening. I've got funding. I have artwork stuff figured out. So, you know. Seeing a good game tomorrow at 4. LoFi at a coffee shop sounds amazing. Gonna lurk for a bit. Hey, Ball. No worries, man. Good to see you. Yeah, Shiyukun. So we're doing a Fallout themed coffee shop tomorrow, actually. So it's not just a coffee shop, it's like a gamer coffee shop, which I'm stoked about. So I've got a bunch of Curaga, like physical records from Curaga, and I'm gonna go pull out my portable turntable. And we're gonna do a portable turntable and a bunch of Curaga records, and we're just gonna take over the coffee shop for a couple hours. It's gonna be sweet. I will try to get footage. I charged up my where is it? I've got my GoPro rigged up, charged up, and ready for tomorrow. This is going with me. I'm gonna try to get B-roll. I'm gonna try to get some, like, as much footage as I can, because I want to talk about the event on the video, but I also want to talk about a device that I picked up. I'm actually working on another review for YouTube, and it's going to involve this device that I picked up that I'm super excited to talk about. It is not the GoPro. It's a different device that I'm not currently holding on camera. But you have to wait till the video comes out, or you have to come to the coffee shop tomorrow. Fallout theme sounds awesome. I hope instead of cinnamon, they dust the top of the coffee with uranium. Legally, I don't think they're allowed to do that. Also, you're not really supposed to own uranium. Something about the Geneva Convention in there. I don't know. There's reasons you're not supposed to own uranium as a private citizen. It's highly frowned upon. But if you guys want to check it out, it's Vault 13 Espresso in Beaverton, Oregon, which is just west of Portland. It's largely considered the west side of Portland, but it's actually a different city called Beaverton. But yeah, check out Vault 13 Espresso if you want to see a little bit more about, like, it's not a big place. But it's run by somebody who was a part of this community for a long time. Somebody who I met when I was still working at the Retro Game Expo in Portland as a vendor, and they, like, you know, were hanging out like on my streams and stuff during the pandemic. So, like, we got pretty close. And then when I found out she and her husband were opening a coffee shop, like, I was actually one of the first people she told, because I was going to do her grand opening, and then for reasons we couldn't do the grand opening, and then we just never rescheduled because she got busy, because they run a coffee shop now. So, like, it's one of those, like, we kind of missed our window, and now we're doing this. We're doing LoFi. I'm going to go play some LoFi and hang out and vibe, and it's going to be cool. It's only illegal if the survivors snitch. Oh God. That's awful. Hey, Snow, what's up, man? So, hey, so now we got a few more folks hanging out. I want to kind of put it to the rest of the room. We already sort of discussed it a little bit, but I'm thinking about changing it up just because Fridays tend to be kind of thin around here. I'm thinking maybe I want to do, instead of Fridays, maybe do like a Monday, Wednesday. What do we think about that? Sound off. Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions and feelings. If I was to stream Monday, Wednesday instead of Wednesday, Friday. We go with whatever. Sorry, I know that doesn't help you with the decisions. I'm indecisive sometimes. Works for me. Hey, Shiakuna, it's all good. I'm good with whatever is a valid response to that question. So it actually helps me out quite a bit, and I appreciate it. Snowhole, same to you, man. Like, if you're down for a switch to Mondays instead of Fridays, like, all right. I know Pooh Stack said he'd prefer it. Uncle Bob's, I can't remember what you said because it was a little while ago. Forgive me. But yeah, if y'all are up for some, like, to change it up to like Mondays, then maybe that's the move. Because I know, like, especially with the summer months and whatnot, like, Fridays are kind of a big ask for folks. And you know what? Like, it was different during the pandemic when I started streaming. Things aren't really like that anymore. You know, people are going out and having a good time on a weekend. And so you don't have everybody sitting at home watching streaming and shit like we were 6 years ago. Oh, you said you're cool. All right, yeah, cool. Yeah, sorry, but I was, I was trying to like read back through all the chat and shit. I couldn't find it. So yeah, so maybe that's the move, I'll say something on Discord just to kind of get one more temperature check from the Discord folks. Anybody who's like not here that might want to chime in. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, is maybe we start doing Mondays. Here's the thing though, I have a meeting next Monday, so it won't be this next Monday. I'm thinking maybe we start in August. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get up to 106 for us, but it's definitely, it's going to be chill for the next like couple days. And then I think Sunday it starts to pick back up for us again too. Listen, y'all, I want you to enjoy some lo-fi music for a minute. I'm going to take a quick bio break and I'm going to be right back. What's up, y'all? Apologies. I've been drinking a lot of water lately. Okay. Let's get back to this. I want to get this top section. And then we got a whole bunch of undercarriage stuff that still needs to be addressed. I got to figure out how to get up in there. Probably using the scissor lift, I think. We're going to have to just get creative with that scissor lift. But, let's see, what time is it? 8:15? Okay. I love kicking it with y'all, but your boy's got a gig tomorrow. And actually, real talk, I haven't done a live lo-fi gig since last year. But I haven't done any gigs this year at all, like since December. I think December was the last thing that I did. So it's been a solid 7 months since the last time I played out anywhere. And I've been going through some stuff, you know. I've been going through a lot this year. And I am really happy to be in a place to where I can get back to it. Get back to doing what I love to do and get back to making people happy and smile and you know, try to bring some joy into the world. Not gonna lie, there's some folks out there that don't get what I do, don't understand my value, and you know, that's fine. That's honestly, that's just what it is to put yourself out to the public. That's absolutely nothing new, man. Like I've had that my entire career, but the real hang up for the last 7 months hasn't been someone else. It's been me. I've been hung up on my own stuff, physically and mentally. I've just, you know, I've been in a rough place, and I'm really happy that I'm kind of getting out of that place. New meds are working fantastically. I'm already seeing huge changes in my habits and in my behaviors, and I know that they are working because they are working just like they did before. Only this time I started on a higher dosage because we know like what dosage we're trying to work up to. And so I'm not farting around, man. Like I already jumped up to the second tier of dosage, and I'm gonna take those for the next couple of weeks. And then after the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna switch to the primary dosage, the higher one. And then I just settle in. I got to be careful not to eat crap all the time. You know, I don't want to be working against myself. I paid a lot of money for these meds for a reason, so I don't want to like undermine the reason why I paid all that money for the meds. But I'm not gonna vlog. I'm gonna make YouTube content this next year, but it's not gonna be about my weight loss stuff. I've got enough documentation and photos and videos of me at, you know, a heavy point of my life. So I don't need to be vlogging a bunch of like follow me on my journey type shit. I'm not interested in that. All I'm interested in is getting the weight off. I don't need to make that the central part of my content. Largely because, get this, I want to make more content after the weight comes off. And so if I'm making content where the whole thing is I'm trying to lose weight and then I lose the weight, then what? You know what I'm saying? Health and fitness is always an ongoing struggle, and I get that. But my goal is not to set out to be a health and fitness creator. I'm just going to lose the damn weight so that I can make the content that I want to make, which I already know what that is. So I'm not looking for an idea for what kind of creator to be. I'm just going to make my shit. Hunger noise? What hunger noise? What hunger noise? It's been gone since honestly since like day 2. I started last Saturday, so like by Monday it was already gone. In fact, my wife has even already said something to me about like because was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before, and my wife was like, "Hey, aren't you hungry?" And I looked down at the clock, and it was like 2:00 in the afternoon. And I had breakfast at like 10 o'clock that morning or something. And I was like, I mean, I guess I'm hungry. I didn't really think about it. That's kind of what's wild is like, it's not that I don't get hungry. It's that I just don't think about it, you know, until I stop and like focus and go, oh yeah, right. I should probably eat something. It's just such a different experience from what I'm normally used to. And I kind of love it. It makes me feel normal. Like, that's one of the things about being hungry all the time. You feel like a crazy person because like you see the way that people eat, or you see the way that they're like, It's not even other people eating. You know what it is? It's when you go to the fast food places and they sell you a meal and the meal's not enough. Like, it makes me feel like I'm the weird one because it's not enough food for a guy my size. And I always have to like order a thing or two extra, you know? And it's just not like it's just not like that anymore. I feel like I can eat what other people would consider a full meal and I'm good. And I'm not looking for more, you know? I'm not worried about where my next meal is going to come from. I'm not sitting here in front of my computer, like trying to work on my next project and sitting there thinking about like, is it lunchtime yet? Is it snack time yet? Is it dinner time yet? I would occasionally have days I forgot to eat. Yeah, I can see that. On the weekends, I often wake up and only have a protein shake and then don't eat it until dinner. I do start dragging a bit by then, but it's livable. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been trying to eat higher protein stuff, trying to just the general quality of the food that I eat. I'm just trying to overall improve, and my wife's been doing a really great job of helping me do that, you know. There'll be days where I want to like heat up a frozen pizza for lunch, and I tell my wife I'm hungry, and then the next thing I know, there's like a couple of turkey wraps being plopped down in front of me. And like, I'm not going to argue with it because that's what I should be eating. And also, I like turkey wraps. I don't dislike them. You know, it's just not pizza. And so like on those days when I'm craving pizza, sometimes I need to just sort of be an adult about it and, you know, accept that maybe like no pizza today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe later for dinner or something. Like, I don't know. I've been trying to really break a lot of my shitty habits. And, you know, it's something that I have some experience with because I've done it before. But I've also slipped back into my habits before. So I think the big anxiety the last time around when I was on those meds was paying for the shit. And now that I've paid for 12 months up front, you know, I've got till basically I have until next July to figure out my next 12 months. So I've got till July of 27. And then I have to figure out how I'm going to pay for the year after that. But I've got a while, so we're going to work it out. If you want, let me know. I'll send you a list of my cheater snacks that aren't really cheating, but still satisfy a craving. They're all low carb, low sugar, low calorie, but they are worth it snacks that actually provide satisfaction. I mean, yeah, shoot me a list, man. If you have like a document handy or something, just throw it to me on Discord. I'm down. My wife, my wife and I do a fair bit of research on, certain things. when it comes to like fixing our eating habits and whatnot. I am familiar with the works of Dr. Jason Fung. But I also have some practical experience when it comes to the meds. And that's the thing that I'm really focused on right now is I want to get myself back to where I was the last time I was taking the meds, because I was dropping 10 pounds a month like clockwork. And so I haven't been keeping an eye on a scale this time around yet, but I have a scale. I'm going to step on the damn thing next month and see how I'm progressing. Just try to keep track. And I think that's the part of the trick too, is like, you know, when I was wrestling and I was trying to cut weight, I was stepping on the scale 2, 3, 4 times a day just to kind of keep track of where I was at with certain things. But realistically, I think, especially with the meds and whatnot, like, and frankly, like a non-combatant lifestyle, you know, if I was doing combative sports again, that would be different. But I'm not. I'm just living my damn life day to day, you know, kicking it with my dogs and hanging out with my wife and watching sitcoms and shit. So like, what I probably most likely should be doing is weighing in once a month just to kind of keep tabs and progress. And that's what I was doing last time, and it was working for me. So I'm probably gonna do that again this time. That's how I know I was dropping 10 pounds a month, because I was tracking it, you know, not too hard, but I was kind of soft tracking how my progress was going last time. I'll jot down my stuff in the next day or so and shoot it to you. One of my recent discoveries is a Costco find dried jackfruit chips. 50 calories per third cup. 8 grams carbs, 4 grams fiber. Ooh. Nothing added, literally just dried jackfruit. Super crunchy, and the fiber content actually gives your body something to help feel full. Nice. Yeah, dude. Snowhole, did you not realize what we were doing today? Buddy, this is the Star Wars DLC for Powerwash Sim. That's an AT-AT from Star Wars. That's what I've been watching this whole time. I didn't pay attention until now. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's an AT-AT from Empire Strikes Back that we're watching at the moment. So last Friday, I didn't stream on Wednesday because of the heat, but last Friday we did the Lars homestead where Luke grew up, and then we did the Mos Eisley Cantina where we meet Han and Chewie for the first time, and Han famously shoots Greedo. By the way, Han did not shoot first. Han shot, full stop. So proud of you. You're helping to keep evil clean. I'm playing the game. They told me to play the game. I'm playing the game. They tell me to watch the ad, I'll watch the ad. It's fine. I just like power washing stuff. I don't give a crap about who's on what side. As long as I can get paid to pull out my power washer, that's all that matters. On Greedo and same time. Yeah, no. I know. No, I know. I had the 97 special edition on VHS. I think my mom still has it at her house, actually. And I remember the backlash. Because they wanted to make Han look like a good guy, so they changed it to Greedo shoots first and then Han shoots back. And everybody lost their collective shit because Star Wars fans cannot be trusted to be level-headed and, you know, reasonable. And then when they later did the, I think it was the Blu-ray release is when they changed it to the same time. Which is fucking weird, man. Like, why keep screwing with the movie? It just feels like professional gaslighting, honestly. And I kind of hate that Disney and Lucas just keep messing with what they made instead of owning it. Like just own your shit, dude. You made it the way that you made it for a reason. Don't go back and change a bunch of stuff just because you think it's cool or because you want to add to it or you want to appease a fan base or some shit. Like, that's the part that makes me lose respect for people, is when they go back and they want to like make a bunch of changes because they want to make, you know, because they're worried about what people think. That's not really how you're supposed to art. Art is supposed to be an expression of an artist in a moment. And, you know, like, could you imagine if like Van Gogh or Warhol like released their paintings into like a museum and then like went to the museum, like scheduled it with the museum one weekend to like roll up and then just like change the painting? Like, just bring some paints and a brush and just be like, I'm just gonna touch up some stuff. It's my work. I can do it. You know, like, absolutely the fuck not. So I'll be honest with you, the Han and Greedo scene thing, like, was dumb. It was dumb. The Jabba hangar scene, I actually liked because it gave a little bit more context for the relationship between Han and Jabba that we learn about later in the series. And also, having read the books, that scene is in the book, and it makes way more sense when you read it in the book and then you see it in the movie. So the Jabba hangar scene, I will give a pass to, albeit tentatively, because, you know, they were using OG footage that they cut from the original film, but they had shot the scene with the original actors and stuff. Jabba, they had to CGI because the original version of Jabba was some chubby dude in a fur coat. But like, you know, the Cantina music, that's where I kind of get split. The Cantina band stuff, like, I like the music. I felt like it was gratuitous, honestly. Like, I felt like it just wasn't needed. It didn't really add anything to the story, and that's the part that kind of bummed me out, because, like, y'all know me, I'm a music guy, man. Like, I love me some good music, and it was good music, just, you know, it was just awkwardly placed. You know what I kind of wish they had done was made music more central to other Star Wars stories. Like that Cantina Band song is iconic. And the reason it's iconic is because of the way that it was plugged into the scene in the original film. It literally made an overnight hit out of that song. The other stuff that they added later, the other songs they added later, not so much. You know, so I'm not sure what they were going for. I don't know what the intention was, I guess. It's kind of weird. But I like the music, but I feel like it was completely contrary to the tone of the scene. Yeah. It felt weird. It definitely felt weird, and it felt like it was just kind of shoehorned in there. And I think that's my problem with it. It wasn't that it was bad music. It just felt awkward and not terribly necessary. There we go. Get some of that. We get that section. We get that section. A little of this. Oop, fell. All right, whatever. Got that. Yeah, we'll have to get the backside, but it's fine. Let's just focus on the front for now. I'm getting back. My hair has been washed finally. Note to self, don't go 2 weeks. You've got way more hair than I do, so I can't imagine going 2 whole weeks without washing all that. Like, I try not to go that long without washing my hair. But yeah, if I had as much hair as you do, like, I think I probably would be managing it very differently. As it is, I don't have a lot of hair, and what hair I do have, I usually shove under a hat. So, you know. You've been lazy? How dare you, sir? How dare you indeed? Okay, let's get this out of here. Let's move this over here. We're gonna turn it a bit so we can get the backside of the legs. Nope, come on. There we go. Plus, it's curly, so that complicates things massively. That's why I look like I belong in Jethro Tull and not Death Clock. Hey, man. Get you some flute lessons and just lean into it. That's what I say. I have seen some bitchin' flute solos in my day, bro. Like, I will not tolerate anybody talking bad about the flute. The flute is a sick ass instrument. I never learned how to, I mean, I never really like properly learned how to play one, but I found out later in my career that if you look at the way the flute keys are laid out, the keys on a flute are laid out almost identically to a saxophone, and the fingerings for the notes are almost the same. So like, if I just figure out how to make like a decent sound come out of the damn thing, I would know how to play it. But I've never really messed around with a flute like that, so. My dad's cousin's wife teaches flute. She taught for decades. Flute solos are second only to Hammond solos. I don't know, man. You got harmonica solos. I think John Popper would have a few things to say about that. God, what's the weirdest? I'm trying to think of what's the weirdest solo I've ever seen. Like, what's the weirdest and most like interesting solo I've ever seen? I'm trying to think. Like, guitar is too obvious, right? Like, I've seen some crazy guitar solos, but like, as far as like interesting or weird instruments go, oh, dobro. If y'all are not familiar with a guy named C6 Steve, go on the internet and get you some C6 Steve in your life. C6 Steve was a blues player from the UK. I think he was originally from the US, but he lived in the UK, and he had a massive a massive following over there. Actually, I take that back. I don't know if he ever lived in the UK, but I know he was big in the UK for a minute. In the like 2010s, which is weirdly like late for a blues revival act. But C6 Steve was very much a blues act, and dude was dope. I say was, I'm not sure if he's still like active or not. I haven't really heard much from him, you know, post pandemic. So I don't know what he's up to these days or what's going on with him, but for those uninitiated, a dobro is a one-string guitar. And C6 Steve has a song in which he does the entire song on a dobro. And it's rad as hell. Y'all want to see some craziness? What was that song called? Now you got me curious. Hold on one second. Hang on, let me look this up real quick. Wait, am I thinking the wrong instrument? Dobro? Hang on. Oh, no, it's called a diddly bow. Excuse me. It's called a diddly bow. A one-string guitar is called a diddly bow. And C6 Steve has a song called Diddly Bow in which he does the entire song on a diddly bow. You should check that out. C6 Steve, Diddly Bow. And prepare to have your face melted by the sheer rockitude that is C6 Steve. That dude goes so hard on a one-string guitar that he made in his backyard from like old junk. Dude, it was crazy. I've always wanted to learn how to play the mouth organ. I have good news for you, Snowhole. Indeed, you can learn how to play the mouth organ. It is not too late. All jokes aside, though, like, I'm a big advocate for, like, adults learning how to play an instrument. Like, when you learn how to play music, even just a little bit, like, you get such a deeper and more, like, satisfying appreciation for what is happening when you see people that are, like, masters of their craft just going absolutely fucking ham on their instruments or whatever. Like, it gives you a whole other level of appreciation for music when you hear truly good, truly talented musicians just go absolutely crazy on their shit. I can tell you with 100% certainty, if I hadn't studied music before becoming a DJ, I would not have the same appreciation for Prince's guitar solo on While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I would not have the same appreciation for John Popper, 30 years later. I would not have the same appreciation for, God. Just name anybody. There's so many great and talented musicians out there that, get like hampered by the sort of commercialism and capitalism of it all. Because if it's not a mega hit, then the labels get mad at you or whatever, and it's such a dumb way to like make art. Oh, if you don't sell enough records, and you don't get to make another one. Stupid. Mark Knopfler, Phil Collins, yeah. Bro, I saw a band. Okay, check this out. There was a gig I got one time where I was supposed to like become the new like fill-in resident DJ at this country bar, which is weird because I'm not a country DJ, and they said they wanted to kind of move away from country stuff, but they really didn't. And so like it was just an awkward couple months working for them, like not really making it work the way that I think they wanted it to, because I was the wrong fit for that place. But when I got the job at first, they had let their other DJ go, and the problem was they were right in the middle of a battle of the bands. So like I was supposed to host the finale of this battle of the bands my first night at work, right? So all right, whatever. I can work a microphone. I'll do what I got to do to make it work and get them through it, whatever. So we go and do this Battle of the Bands thing. And this band, the one that I think it was the one that ultimately won the whole damn thing. But part of the reason why they won is because they had a slide guitar, like a steel slide guitar, and then they had a standard guitar player. And the standard guitar player has to be one of the best guitar players I've ever seen live in my natural life. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen in person another guitar player that could play the way this guy played. And they did Sultans of Swing as like one of their final songs for the Battle of the Bands. And this guy ripped Sultans of Swing for like the full like 8 minutes, bro. Like it was the whole like album cut of Sultans of Swing. Not even the radio cut. It was the full version. And it was so crazy good. It gave me a new appreciation for Knopfler, honestly. Like watching that guy play Sultans of Swing in real life, and then going back and like listening to it, you really get a different appreciation for like just how intricate and how like uniquely difficult Mark Knopfler's stuff was at his prime, because like that guy was doing some crazy shit with Dire Straits. Fun side fact, I don't know if you know this, but Weird Al got Mark Knopfler to record his guitar riff for Beverly Hillbillies. If you all are familiar with the Dire Straits song Money for Nothing, Weird Al did a parody back when that song was popular in the 80s. And Weird Al's version was called Beverly Hillbillies, and it was basically Money for Nothing, but it was about, like, you know, Jed Clampett becoming a millionaire and stuff. But it's to the tune of Money for Nothing with a famous guitar riff, which he got Mark Knopfler to come in studio and re-record that guitar riff. The reason why it sounds different on the Weird Al version is because by the time Knopfler had gone into studio to record with Al, he had been playing it for years on stage. And Knopfler had modified the riff just slightly on stage. And so he when he recorded for Al, he recorded the touring version of the riff. So it sounds very slightly different, but it is Mark recording the guitar for Beverly Hillbillies for Weird Al. And if I remember right, when I heard Al tell that story on an interview one time, I think that was the first time that he got an original artist to come play on the parody. I could be wrong about that, but I think that was part of why it was like uniquely special for Al to, like, not only did he get permission to do the song, but he got Mark Knopfler to come in and record the guitar part. Which is just, you know, crazy. Come on. How am I supposed to get up in there? Fuck. I feel like I'm giving this ad an enema. I grew up on some Blues Traveler, but didn't realize they were a marathon jam band until I saw them in concert. Made for quite the weak cloud at the concert, but they are probably one of the closest bands to giving the feel of seeing a band like the Grateful Dead nowadays. Fish. I believe Fish is still touring. That's probably a little closer to Grateful Dead in terms of, like, fan dedication and experience. Who's the other band? God, there was another band. I'm gonna end the stream, like, and I'll be like chilling, you know, like in bed, like in an hour, and be like, oh right, that band. Thinking of Blur? No, I'm not thinking about Blur. No, if I, like, I'm trying to think of, there's another band that has a super dedicated following that, like, travels to go see them and shit. And I'm trying to remember, like, it's like there's another like, you know, progressive jam band type of band, kind of like Grateful Dead. But they have this like crazy dedicated following that, like, and so, like, when you go to see them, like, hanging out with the potheads in the audience is kind of part of the experience. but I cannot for the life of me remember who it is. Okay. Throws off the Allman Brothers. Honestly, guys, I don't think it's going to be helpful to keep guessing bands. But thank you for trying. Electric Mayhem. No, that's not them. I want to see the Electric Mayhem get more TV time though. This new like Muppet Show revival special they did was, first of all, flawless, and second of all, I was given to understand that they were going to make more of them, and I haven't seen or heard anything yet about them making more Muppet stuff. So I don't know what the hang up is, but I need them to get on top of that shit, because man, Disney has really Disney really is not utilizing the Muppets the way they should be. They really just aren't, man. And I don't understand why. Like, you have to give the Muppets time to build an audience. And this is like a couple times now where they've given the Muppets like one season of a show and then canceled them because of performance numbers or whatever. And you can't do that with something like the Muppets. You have to give them time to build, and they will build. They have proven it time and time again that the Muppets will build off of a dedicated fan base, and they will build a new fan base, like, if you give them a chance to. That's a weird media hill that I will die on. I will die on that hill that the Muppets are not being utilized correctly and that they deserve way more. I still need to. I still see Rammstein concert. If Disney doesn't see near instant profit, they will kill it. I think it was like that under Chapin. I think that was kind of Chapin's thing, was like, if it doesn't perform immediately, then it's not worth keeping around. And I think that's part of the reason why Chapin got cut loose and they brought Iger back. But Iger didn't want to be there. Like, he left in the first place for a reason. So, like, I don't know what they're doing as far as finding a new, like a full-time, like, CEO, but I don't think it's going to be Iger. I think it's going to be somebody else. Is it under? Wait, where's the... Okay, hold up. Yeah, it's underneath. Fuck, how do I get up under there? Use this, maybe? I have literally 2 panels left. Oh, okay, so there's that. Yep, and then the last piece is on the other side of this. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, my God. Y'all, we did it. We managed to clean the AT-AT. That thing is huge. Man. And right at 9 o'clock. I want to at least start the next one, I think. I want to see what the next one is. Super Star Destroyer Bridge. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but obviously I don't have time for that. But I'm gonna investigate a little bit. I want to kind of see what's going on around here with this Super Star Destroyer Bridge. I think this is the back hallway, so I think the bridge is this way because it looks like those are like, yeah, these are like different command stations, battle stations. Oh yeah, here we go. And then you have the consoles. Looks like a bunch of old server racks and shit. And then, oh yeah, check out the view, baby. Look at the view. What's out there? What do we got out there? That looks like a, looks like an asteroid. Oh yeah, we got asteroids. We got some other Star Destroyers. Oh, damn. Look at the view. Oh, shit. That's cool. And then if you look up and left, you can see the shield generator up there. All right. This is worth it. This is sick. Look at this. We're up on the bridge deck of a Super Star Destroyer, y'all. And that looks sick as hell. I have some work to do. Power World, plus I've got a long day of chores tomorrow. Y'all take care. I'll catch you next time. Pooh Snacks, I appreciate you, my friend. Please don't forget to send me those snack suggestions. And please do not include poo on your suggestions. I would rather not have any poo snacks IRL. The only poo snacks I want is your ass hanging out in chat. I think I'm tired. That was funnier in my head. I probably shouldn't be making those jokes right now. There will be no Dookie. Dookie, no. Cookies, yes. I am okay with cookies. Guys, listen, I think we got a call tonight, but I wanted to see out the front window of the Star Destroyer, and we have accomplished as much. Because holy shit, look at that view. Oh my God. Okay. Right, dead center. We are dead center on a friggin' Star Destroyer. That's cool as hell. Let me get the rest of these windows real quick. Check out the rest of the fleet. Oh, dang. Hang on. Wait, no. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Okay. You know what? I like that the TIE fighters are flying by. Like they're going by on patrol and shit. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish there was a button where you could like fire the lasers or something. Probably not though. There's cookies. There's a mouse droid on the deck with you. Oh yeah, there he is. What's up, little guy? Hey, where you going? Hey, come here. I'm gonna watch you. actually, hold up. That's not a window. That's a window. I want to wash these windows real quick, just so I can get another peek out off the bridge deck. A side view. That's so dope. And then you can look up there, see the other shield generator. Asteroid belt. Yeah, that's so cool. All right, guys. We're going to wash this down next time. We got a good jump on it already. It's not even that big, honestly. So, like, it probably won't take that long to wash this up, and then we'll get on to the next level. I assume there's another level. I don't think we've gotten all of them. The AT-AT was like level 3, so we should have more levels beyond just the Star Destroyer bridge, but we'll get to it next time. In the meantime, I want to thank y'all for hanging out tonight. Man, I hope the TIE Fighter Bay is in your future. I think it is, actually, if I remember the trailer. I don't remember what all I saw in the trailer, but I think the TIE Fighter Bay is one of the levels. Yeah, I don't remember. But that's going to do it for me, y'all. Thanks very much for hanging out tonight. Like I said, I got to go. I got to get myself together for tomorrow. Make sure that my gear is straight. Make sure that I'm showered and shaved and all that stuff, because I got to get up in the morning and basically head out the door. So I want to thank y'all for hanging out tonight. And next week, we're going to do Wednesday, Friday. But after that, we may be switching to Monday or Wednesday. So keep that in mind going forward. I'm going to say something in Discord as well. I'm going to try to make it as evident and obvious as possible. I will do my absolute best to make sure that everyone knows when we make the switch to Mondays, but it will not be this week. So enjoy your weekend. I will see you all next Wednesday back here on twitch.tv/DJSwitchPDX. Until then, I'll see some of you tomorrow at the LoFi thing, and I will see the rest of you next week. Bye-bye.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. Do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line. And we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned to think of all the things we've learned for the people who are still alive. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. And while you're dying, I'll be still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive.